Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and build update number 1 of our AMT modified hauler. This is a 53 Ford pickup truck and a trailer that was sent to me last year, and it's just taken me this long to get where I really want to get this going. So let me get the guys out of the way here because I got a bunch to cover. TJ and Chandler came over to just get everything set up. Daisy just wants to go for a ride. And Lee took a spill over the weekend and broke his neck. But he's okay now. We got him glued back together. He also lost a foot. Luckily, I was able to find everything, so he's good to go now. But I wanted to show you what I got going on here before I get this thing into paint. The first thing, the instructions are okay. Let's put it that way. There are some interpretations here, and you have to kind of think about what's going on and where you're going with it, just so you get everything where it's supposed to be. But I decided again to glue the suspension on, and I think whenever I have these open spring layouts like this, I will be doing this. Just because I want this to be tight. I've had these things come loose on me before, and this is the best way to do it. I can shoot in here all around to get that paint in here. The whole thing's going to be pretty much semi-gloss black anyhow, so why not? Especially like with this tie rod, it just flat glues right on the top of here. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to get lost. So then we went and I put most of the engine together here. I'm going to bring it up instead of moving the camera around and getting you seasick. But I'm opting to use the flathead Ford just because I really love this engine. It's so cool. You can do a ton with this thing, and it was used a bunch. We're going to keep it pretty much stock because there's some cool stock parts in here that I want to use. As you can see, I did drill out the spark plug, the heads for the spark plugs. I got an aftermarket distributor we're going to use. It's just the right size for this. But I wanted to get all this glued up to this point because, again, this stuff, I wanted to be nice and tight on there to where I can manhandle this thing a little bit while I'm doing the wires and not worry about busting everything off. This toothpick fit in there perfect to hold it. But that's where we are with this. It's ready to rock and roll. I am going to do it red. It's 53. I'll come back and I'll just hand detail this out. And everything else on it's going to be red but the transmission. So easy money there. I can paint up this way and around, and I'll get a little on the bell housing. But I think I want the whole bell housing and everything in the back here, the transmission and all, to be the flat aluminum on this one. I did the bell housing on the last one, engine color. This time I'm going to go with the transmission with the flat aluminum. And I'm not worried about stock. This isn't going to be a stock truck. So I'm having fun with it and just kind of building the way I want to build. I'm just, I'm going for it. Now let's talk about the body. Nice detail on this. There really is. I know I talked about it a year ago in the unboxing, but this is sharp, man. It really is. Look at a lot of detail on the firewall that can be hand painted, and I love hand paint and stuff like that on the firewall. The fenders, these are fenders. I put the front clip on. I wanted a good solid glue joint there, and it'll be easy enough to paint this radiator once everything's in color. But the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to bring these in and show you. That's the stock grill in chrome. I didn't strip it because I kind of want it to be bright. All I did was panel lined the radiator or the vents in there, and I painted the turn signals. I'll be drilling this out for headlights, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or this one. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment in the comments and tell me which one you guys like. It's a long way before this will get mounted on there anyhow. So I'm just curious to see what everybody else thinks. I like them both. I really do. I was surprised that they have that much movement in there. So when I put it in there, I will center it out and make it all nice. But this one has the 4 headlights. The other has the 2 with the turn signals. I could light the turn signals on here. Probably won't if I do it, but we'll see. These, the headlights are definitely going to get lit. And, since we're talking about headlights, what a great segue into my Perrysburg trip. Went to Perrysburg last Saturday for their ModelCon 4, I think it's 419. Yeah, ModelCon 419. And you can see I took my big Roadster. I took my small pickup truck. I took my 55. I took both 55s, and I took my purple Merc. The two 55s and the purple Merc, I put brand new batteries in it at 9 o'clock in the morning, right about where you're seeing this picture right here. And then I walked around a little bit, and I was checking out all the other cars. There's a ton of talent here. Some really cool paint jobs, some nice mods and everything, and I just had a blast looking at everything and talking to everybody. But what a great day. There was, I think it was 3 tables packed solid with cars on here. There was also a whole bunch of military and aviation and things like that, ships, sci-fi, it was all there. But like I said, I put those lights in on the purple Merc and the 255s at 9 o'clock in the morning Saturday, which is now a full 7 days away or back. This is what they look like last night when I walked out of the shop. They're still lit. That's just a 2032 battery in these things. So if you're thinking about, putting lights in there and saying, I'm going to have to change those things every couple hours at a show. No, you don't have to worry about it. That purple Merc has, I think, I'm turning around looking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights in it on a CR2032, and it's still firing. So don't worry about it. The interior, the rubber, we're going to, I got it set up this way for paint. This is all going to be semi-gloss black. So I figured the seat's going to hide this, so I'm going to go ahead and hold it right here, paint everything, including I want the running board semi-gloss black too. So what an easy way to hold it. Just a couple of clothespins and some foamy tape. Works awesome. My steering wheel, I did a mod too. You see the centerpiece, the center post that goes up to the top is now gone. I kind of like this look better for where I'm going. I still have the 3 on the tree, but I just wanted that to be more open. So I cut that support out and just sanded it off real quick, and it almost looks like it should have, what if I get in the center? It almost looks like it should have been that way, but no, it's not. There's supposed to be a center post in there. I just cut it out to make it look cooler. I got my fan belt glued up. I glued this on. I still got to drill it out for the wire. I am going to put some wires in with this. The hood, I'm just going to use the bracket that holds it to hold it. And then the inside is just going to get painted flat black anyhow. But that makes it to where it'll be easy to paint that top. And it's not going anywhere. So we are rolling. I am going to use a battery inside here So I'm not worried about any detail work at all inside the bed. The bottom side, you see I got the foamy tape and holding this because I'm only worried about painting these sides. The bottom, I'm going to use my hull red, and then we'll come back and do the wood grain in there. So I will do this live on the ramblings at the desk this time instead of the ramblings over at the spray booth. And I'll show you, because it won't take long at all. I'll bring in once I have the hull red on here, and then I'll show you how quick it is to make that look just like wood grain. And it's impressive because how fast it goes. But with that, we're going to have the top on it anyhow, which is awesome. Semi-gloss black. I might even go rubber black with this. I'm not sure. But, man, talk about making it easy to get in and out of for the battery. So it's a no-brainer with this one to go ahead and light it up. The tail lights. I want to use these for my fenders. They're the modified fenders. I guess that's where they get the modified hauler from. No, it's just, but these are the aftermarket fenders, and they have the Corvette tail lights in there. And what I'll do is I'll make the chrome. I'll drill it out this way for the chrome. The chrome insert that fills this up. I'll drill that out. I'll drill this out. I'll get my LED set up, and I'm going to use some of my new UV resin to make the lens for that. And that way, when I dome the lens, I can hit it with the UV resin. Boom, it's done. It'll lock that LED in place. So if it goes bad, I'm pretty much screwed. But what it'll do is it'll make it to where 10 minutes I'm glued in, I'm resined, I got my lens, and I can do the clear red on it too, that quick. So these are nice, kind of suggestive as to how to put these things on. It took me a few minutes. They have one alignment pin on here, and I'm thinking, wow, what good is that? Well, they also have this piece right here that will go around to the floorboard. So this is going to give me my height right here, and then I'll just have to line this up with the back part here. But what that's going to do is make it real easy to two-tone this tail, or this bed. Because I haven't talked about paint yet, and I'm not gonna until we get to our next update. So you'll have to wait. I will tell you it's going to be two-tone, and that's all. But again, I got the seats ready. I got a whole bunch of stuff scattered all over this desk. My Ghost was back last night. I could not find... Here's my trailer. We'll segue into the trailer with the Ghost here. This is really cool. It has some nice diamond plate on it. This is one piece. All I had to do was put on the axles, and that's it. I still got to run my axle pins through, but I can take this over to the spray booth just like this. I can hold this here, paint this whole thing semi-gloss black, come back. This will get semi-gloss black with aluminum on the ball hitch. These are going to get my flat aluminum, and they drop in. I had to do some sanding on one. One fits on this side much better than the other one does. So, yep, I got them backwards here. But I was messing around with this thing for a whole evening, just trying to get these laid in and playing with it. And I got my, I got the fenders glued on. I wanted them to be solid glue, just like on everything else. I'm not going to two-tone this. It's just going to be a work trailer. And what's cool about it is, it has the front piece that you can build that I'm opting out of. I'm not going to put the front on here because down the road, and this is pretty much for Bruce, Jason, and Mike. Down the road, I'm going to turn this into a food truck. I can just make a box that fits on here with the food truck base in it and then pull it off when I want to show it as a hauler. But I had these things and I sanded off everything, and I was playing with them the other night, going like this, and actually, taking and going, making noise in the whole 9 yards, putting this thing up here. Last night I came down just to get everything set up for paint, and I couldn't find the other one of these anywhere. I could not find it. This one was sitting right here where I left it. I had the other one sitting on top of it, and I know I did. It was gone. Mr. Ghost took this thing and put it in another box all the way on the other side of the room where I wasn't even working. And I wouldn't have found it there if I wasn't going out of the room to get a drink of water. And I just happened to look down, and there it was. So he's messing with me again. But what a cool trailer. And it's got all the pieces parts to make it look great. Very nice. I like the 4 tires on it. I like a dual axle trailer. You get a flat and you don't end up having the trailer go spinning around on you. But this is going to look so cool, with the pickup truck in front of it. Even when I put the box on the top of it. But for right now, and I think for the next show I take it to, I'll have the trailer with the truck pulling it and probably the purple Merc in here. So we'll see. But right now, I don't want to talk any more about the kit. I do want to show you one more thing that I got, and then I'll let you go. We have a new addition to our shop. This is Stefan. He just moved in. Stefan has Puddles the dog. And I'm calling him Puddles the dog because he's got his leg raised and he is peeing. So I can have that set up and have a tire right there and have him peeing on the tire. So Stefan's probably going to get his butt kicked here in one of my dioramas down the road. But for right now, he's just going to be a fun addition to the shop. And then with that, again, I want to thank everybody for everything they're doing, for the subscriptions and all that. I want to thank Gallery, because without Gallery, I wouldn't be able to keep rolling like I am right now. If you're getting anything from Gallery, remember, Grandpa Mark in the coupon code will get you 10% off. I want to remind everybody that we are doing our first annual breast cancer awareness 24-hour group build, October 11th, 2025, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. That'll run in conjunction with Bob's Model Works Chris Cortell Annual Cancer Awareness Group Build, which runs from October 1st to October 31st. A link is in the description for that one, so check that out too and sign up for his. Also in the description is a link to the GoFundMe page I set up for the American Cancer Society. We're going to take donations the whole time we're building, and you can start now if you want. But all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society, so any help you can give would be greatly appreciated. I want to thank our veterans, our first responders, and active duty people. Without you, we wouldn't be able to have the freedoms we do today. So thank you very much. I also want to say hi to Jason, Mike, and Bruce from Automotive Model Car Livecast. They are on every other Thursday night for the summer, which is still amazing that they can put together a show every other week and still keep up with everything they're doing. But it is going to be the best show you ever watched on YouTube, trust me. And I'm saying that, and I'm on YouTube. So give those guys a check out. And with that, I will let you go. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching.